Let's try something different today. Somebody in the comments, and you'll know who you are, and please let me know, said, I love the Barbasol 1919, which I do too. I love the smell and the feel, and it's great. If you don't know what this is, it's a non-lathering shaving cream, kind of like the original Barbasol back in the day. You know, the normal Barbasol is this, of course, with the foam in the can. But hold on, let me turn this up. Sorry, I had the fan on because I was Tilex. I had to clean the grout and the... Whew. I tell you what, if you spray Tilex in a closed bathroom, you need to air it out because you will pass out and die. Anyway, go back to this little bathroom helpful hint. Don't die while you're cleaning your bathroom. So he said, I love this stuff, but I have a hard time seeing it on my face. And I agree. Like, you put it on and it's a little bit white and then it kind of fades away and you kind of forget what you did. So he said, can you lather with that stuff? And I said, I don't know. To myself, I said, I don't know. So I thought, well, let's try it out today. We'll see if we can lather this stuff up with my West Coast shaving brush and no bowl. I might need a bowl to make the lather, but I'm not going to use a bowl. I'm going to try to face lather. Okay? So I took a shower. I did my hair. I'm going to fill my little basin here with hot water and put some hot water on my face. And we're going to see. What am I going to use? I'm going to use the Rockwell. I just put a, well, not brand new feather blade into my Rockwell 6S. And we're going to try this stuff. So Barbasol 1919, exceptional glide, reduced irritation. So what I normally do when I use like shaving soap that come out of a tube like this that I do lather with, I just squirt it on the brush like toothpaste, you know, like you would your toothbrush. So I'm going to try that. Now it's not supposed to lather. So maybe if I put just enough, maybe if I put a bunch, what if we just like go crazy? Let's just like overload it. Now, if this doesn't work, I'll just, I don't know, I'll grab something else and we'll finish it up. Okay? But let's try it. A little experiment. And a fine little question from a good viewer. You know who you are, because I don't remember. I forgot to look you up. I apologize. Okay, so I squished it down into the bristles, and I'm gonna put it on my face, see what happens. Oh, I love that smell. Ooh, it's a little goopy. It's more like a lotion than a soap, you know, like a foaming soap. Even if it just foams up enough so that I can see where I've shaved and where I haven't, that might be good enough. But oh man, I love the scent of this. And to my friends at Barbasol, could you make this scent in one of these kind of things? That'd be kind of cool. I know that probably goes against everything that you meant this to be, but look. If you whip enough little bubbles into kind of any lotion, you could probably get it to almost look like shaving foam, like cream, you know? But it's still just kind of lotion, you know? Let's see. It's staying on there. I like that. I probably used way too much. And maybe if I just smeared it on with my hands, you'd still be able to see it. So there's still not conclusive evidence that this thing has done anything more than just smeared around. You get a close-up, you see? All right, let's shave, because this stuff is very slick. Oh, so slick. This stuff is slick, and it's cushiony, and it smells great. And like I said, the only drawback I ever had was that it clogs the razor a little bit. You gotta clean it out a little bit more. And I would forget where I've shaved and where I haven't, because if you don't put enough, and maybe that's why, maybe I didn't put enough, I forget where I've shaved. Did I say that already 6 times in a row? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I apologize. But man, this stuff is so slick. I'm really getting down here in the water to clean the head off. It's still good. It's getting it. Now, if you shave with this stuff with a cartridge razor, oh man, this stuff is like, it's working like a dream. I mean, like zero resistance at all from the whiskers or my skin. And I know I say this every time, but every time I smell this stuff, I just love it. I can't describe it. It's just a classic, good shaving scent. You know, I'm wondering if there are some shaving products that have scents in them, have smells to them, that aren't good for shaving. Like, do you want to shave with something that smells like toasted marshmallow? I mean, not that that exists, it might. But generally, I guess, food-scented items you don't want to use on your body, except maybe like, you know, those bliss sticks, the chapsticks that taste like Dr. Pepper or whatever. In that case, that's almost like a food because you're putting it on your mouth, right? I don't know. I am digging the slickness of this stuff. Now, I don't know if they're ever going to plan on coming out with a aftershave, 1919 aftershave or not. We may have to wait for the next 100 years, 2119. By that time, it'll be a virtual Sinatra Lennon, and you'll have to put on your Oculus Rift VR headset to see me, and it'll be like I'm standing in your bathroom. And please don't look below the collarbone line. My promise still stands up. No man nips in any of my videos. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. I don't want to see that. I avert my own eyes when I pass a mirror when I'm, you know, got no clothes on. Okay, second pass and feel my face. Let's feel. Come on, feel. Get in here. Get in there. Still got plenty to get rid of. Still feels very slick. The brush looks like this. Okay, it doesn't look very promising. But let's go for a second. I'm not adding any more water. But I do love the fact that I can see where I shaved. I might have to do this method for that very reason. So, commenter, it doesn't really lather. But if you put a ton on, you guys take this little observation, this little, it's not even an experiment, but you know what I mean. Take it for what it is, an experiment to see what would happen. All right, second pass across the grain. Oh, it's getting to be the holiday season. It's almost Christmas time. Have you done your shopping? Have you finished? For those of you that practice Christmas, of course. We're heading up to Pennsylvania next week for a few days. I'm not going as long as the rest of the family is because I got to work, but that's okay. I don't think there'll be any snow in Pennsylvania next week, but I think it'll be cold, and that's all I require for Christmas. Now, you know, growing up in Houston, my Christmases were usually warm and muggy, which I still, makes me angry to think about. 75 degrees on Christmas Day was a common occurrence growing up in Houston. And that's why I just have this thing, I want it to be cold. I want it to look like all the Currier and Ives prints. I want it to look like the popcorn tin prints. I just want it to be cold. It doesn't have to snow. And the trees look beautiful because they've lost all their leaves, so it looks Christmassy. It looks wintry outside. But on Friday and again this coming Wednesday, it was 85 degrees Fahrenheit here in Austin. Okay, this is what I'm dealing with. Can you tell I get frustrated by the weather? Oh my gosh. So anyway, you know, growing up with weather being like that, 75 degrees and humid should feel Christmassy to me, right? I mean, by that logic, because that's what it felt like. Now I'm watching all those fantastic Hallmark Christmas movies where it's so cold and cozy everywhere. But boy, that snowstorm comes in and that executive, she's got to get back to her high-powered job at the real estate firm in New York. But she just met this wonderful, handsome handyman who lives in this small town, and he's kind of winning her over. I hope they get together in the end. You never know. You never know. Okay. Third pass. Ooh. Still slick as a brick. Yeah, real slick. Of course, you know. Put 3 inches of lotion on your face, it's going to feel kind of slick, right? No, but it's slick on its own, even when I don't use that much. I might need to use more for this third pass, the unnecessary third pass, the U3P. Do you do a U3P? I do. God, I love the smell of this stuff. Okay. Third pass, not as important, so I'm not worried about seeing everything. I mean, I can kind of remember. But I just like to get smooth I actually did shave yesterday with a razor. I shaved with my my Twig Thorn razor. That single bladed one, man, that thing is so good. I'm telling you, man. This thing, and I know this isn't a video about this razor, but if you, as the kids say, don't sleep on this razor. The Twig or the Thorn, they're both, in my book, fantastic. And they'll give you like effortless shaves. And you can use whatever double-edged safety razor blade you want. You just snap it in too, fits right in. That's the beauty of that. I hate razors that have proprietary blades because how long are they going to be available? Gillette Techmatic. Oh, by the way, if you follow me on Instagram, which is @SinatraLeonard, and I don't do a ton because, you know, I'm too old for that kind of stuff. And no, I'm not on TikTok or anything like that. I posted pictures. I went to my favorite antique, well, not antique, it's kind of like pop culture antique store here in Austin called Room Service Vintage. And they have this section in the back right now where somebody obviously found an old store that had a storeroom in the back full of products from the late 60s and early 70s, still mint in box packages. They had a big thing of kites, like kids' kites. They had ever-ready flashlights from the late 60s, perfect, like brand new. And napkins, and they had like, pans, saucepans and things. And next to all this, they had, I think it was 4, sorry, I'm drooling over the idea of all this time capsule stuff. These 4 Gillette Techmatic, brand new, in the package, unopened razors. Now, if I didn't have one already, and they're very easy to get, I didn't buy one, by the way. They were offering $22 a piece for them, which is pretty dang good. Yeah, I couldn't believe that they were there. It was so cool. I looked around like, oh God, is there like a Fat Boy packaged in here somewhere? But no, there wasn't. If there had been, that I would have purchased. But it was very cool. And then next to that, there were like 15 gem razors. You know, those little cheap plastic. Go check out my Instagram feed. You'll see the pictures. And if you're in the area and you want to go pick them up, they might still be there because I just looked at them last week. Gotta be careful around my chin. What little chin I have. I got a couple nicks, not too bad. All right, wash off the razor, wash off my face with cold water. See how we did with the problem areas. I do a real thorough rinse on that last one. Problem areas, yeah, a little bit, of course. Always. Okay, how's that feel? I do it until I know that I'm not going to be bothered by little bits of whiskers that I left. If and when I touch my face. That's how I know I'm done. And I'm done. Close enough. I didn't get every single whisker. I'm not, crazy like that. Okay, last rinse off. And then final thoughts. Yeah, final thoughts are, no, it doesn't lather. 1919, I guess technically you're adding a lot of little bubbles to it, so that, I guess technically that's lather, but no. By the general understanding of lather, no, you can't. But you can use it to whip it up so that it's a little bit, wider, it's easier to see. And like I said, it could just be because I use so much. I did use a lot. I used more than I normally did. So there's lots of variables. But I'm not a scientist. I'm just a performer. Ooh! So soft, so smooth, so round, so firm, so fully packed. All right, everybody. Oh yeah, can't forget. Terror, mentholated. I've been using this stuff so much, and this aftershave is the gift that keeps on giving. This is Barrister and Man makes this stuff. It's super mentholated. It's very kind of liquidy. Like you could pour that. It's like Greek yogurt. That's what it's kind of like. So I've just been sticking my finger in there, and I say it's the gift that keeps on giving because this stuff is so mentholated that even hours later, ooh, it's got that tingle. Oh yeah. Even hours later, like this happened to me yesterday, I used this stuff. If you rub your face and then rub your eye, you can feel it in your eye. I swear this happened like 5 hours after I put this stuff on. So if you like the idea of that sort of thing, it's a wake-up call. It's a real surprise when you get it. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. And I feel like it keeps me honest, you know. And so that's it. So 1919 Barbasol does not technically lather like we would think, but it's still good stuff. Try it out if you want to. You can find it everywhere now. Ooh, that stuff is so good. If you like, it's like hits you in waves. It's interesting. It's different than my other mentholated ones. Terror with jojoba and hyaluronic acid. Ugh. Acid. Okay, everybody. Have a great week. Good luck with all your holiday shopping, and I will see you all very soon.